This is the last slide. I'm skipping XRs because XRs is just ugly. And I don't have any uses for you to use it yet either. So let's count the words in Shakespeare's complete works. You don't have to get perfect. Let's just get kind of close. So we have complete that text, right?
And we're just doing it for Othello or
Complete that text. Yep, WC will do it.
And I think can you? Whoa, what are the things that said complete no such file or directory?
Lines, words, characters. So the middle one is words. So there's 9. Well, this also includes all the license header and all that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure that was right thing. Like, for some reason it said no such file or directory.
So let's use the find command to see if you can find complete that text. Nope, it was a little different.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yep, then you type it to correct. So the way I dealt with this at the beginning was I kind of had a cheat sheet I kept handy. Like I typed a text file with all my favorite shell commands, and then I would just copy and paste them in until after thousands and thousands of executions, it all started to make sense and I remembered a few. But I literally had a text file I would open next to my terminal and then copy and paste things back and forth. And I would tweak them a little bit, and but it took, because there's so much memorization in this stuff, like obscure syntax and stuff, that it took years of like using this in my daily work before I kind of developed the workflow. So don't feel bad that like this stuff feels weird, because it is. Because each one of these tools is written by a different person too, which is like each one's a little different. Some of them are written by multiple people, different times, over and over again. So find that, you want to search for complete. So do find not, and then, I'm surprised that one didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, I had to do the other.
Oh yeah, I need the hang. Yep, it is not there. So it is somewhere else. It is not in the subdirectory of your current location. You can try downloading it again, but it is not there. An exercise. So we want to count, but not count the numbers. We're going to use a lot for this. This actually suddenly expanded out into a really huge chain. Because here's a hint. So what this command does is it takes paragraphs that go in, it finds all the spaces, and turns them into new lines. So what this is going to do is it's going to take our play and it's going to break it out into this huge stream of little one-word things.
And that's removing the numbers?
Not yet. So the numbers are still there, but it's making them easier to get to. Because like if we did the dollar sign. This is a big one. There are certain lines, this is all the numbers that appear there. So this is the command that searches the numbers. So we take the entire complete works, we send it to trop, and we split out spaces into new lines, which then allowed us to use grep a little bit more searchability. We actually did need the trop there, but we will need the trop to do, we didn't necessarily need the trop. The trop just makes it easier to do word count. There's another option. You could also do this if you just wanted to search for the numbers. Oh no. You can back the computer to do that. Boink. Ah, we did need the trunk, okay.
Yeah, remove it. There we go.
Yeah, this is like jumping into like chaining all the things together. Oh my gosh. So we're doing here is, yeah, so you probably want to download complete, or you can just use one of the other plays. If you go to living.com/prezos,
Is that moving now?
Miming, M-I-M-M-I-N-G. Actually, I can type it out. Oh, you already have it there. Save. Copy link address. Yeah, so I'm doing a trick here, which is I'm breaking everything, breaking each word in the entire text onto a separate line, so that I can use these things to find the lines that are all numbers. It's just a way to find blocks of numbers. Because apparently these numbers are all mentioned in this play, or in his complete works at some point. I don't know why. They're probably in the copyright header. Okay. So, let's do something different. Let's count the number of words that end in ed in Shakespeare's complete works. Or actually, let's do the remove punctuation. What do we want to remove punctuation? Just periods. We want to remove all the periods. We have a command that can do that. Trop is the character thingy. You can also use set for this. Trop is a little bit easier. Oh, I just replace all the periods with spaces. So I do trop dot. It's a way to kind of like remove certain kinds of punctuation, for example. House complete. We don't want to pipe it to Othello.text because it will, what the best thing to do is going to replace Othello.text. So you want to pipe it to, or you want to arrow it to complete dots.
So, oh, okay.
Not, well, you still want that called URL. So curl space the URL to paste. Space, and then the little arrow.
And then it's complete, that's it.
Complete.zip. So that'll take complete.zip on the website and now complete.zip in that directory. And then it was unzip complete.zip.
I just replaced all the periods with space. What if I decide that was a huge mistake?
So it's actually not modifying the file.
It's not.
No. So if you want to save it to a file, so right now everything we're working on is like it completely starts over every time you run the command. It doesn't actually save anything to files. Everything is happening in memory. If you want to ever save it to a file, you use the little arrow thing to take it right back to a file.
And that saves it to wherever you are in right now?
Yeah, so right to my current directory. I can give it a path too. If I want to save it to the temporary directory, I can write it to the temporary directory, and it's in /10, for example. And if I thought there was a huge mistake at this point, so all of these commands, like there's no recycling bin. So if you were to replace a file by stomping over with this thing, like what if I did this? I made a mistake. I've just stomped on period stock. Now period stock contains whatever the output of this command is. And then like, this is why it's good to keep extra copies around. There's no recycling bin. Everything that happens is kind of permanent if you're writing into files. Which is sad, but true.
And this saved over the previous period sucks.
Yes, it's now comma stock, but whatever. I see you crawled stuff down. Oh, you don't need the rest of them. You only needed Well, now you're stopped in complete.zip. So you want to, because what these are, we're downloading a fellow.txt to fellow.txt, complete.zip to complete.zip. So the last words should always be the same, just the way we're using it. Macbeth should be Macbeth. So, because like this is replacing a complete.zip file every time you run a command.
Oh.
But we can, all we really need is this one. Where are you? Here we go. We can just run it again. And I just unzip complete.zip. You can tab if you want to. Alright, and hit enter.